Oh man, how y'all doing, YouTube? This is Nick. Uh, I just wanted to discuss an issue that actually I had a conversation with my soon-to-be wife about. We're big avid WWE fans. We typically watch it on every occasion. Raw, SmackDown. We want to subscribe to the network, but I'm having some technical difficulties with it right now. But nevertheless, the discussion that me and her were talking about was the fact that Titus O'Neil, according to WWE, Titus O'Neil was suspended for 90 days for unprofessionalism, bad conduct, if you will. But when it gets down to the gist of the story, it was actually after the Daniel Bryan retirement speech. Daniel Bryan had an uplifting, motivational speech about, how he loved the business and how he particularly, valued and appreciated his time in the WWE. It all went well. It was a celebration. It was a nice ruckus. It was pretty much, a farewell party for him. And basically, Titus O'Neil was in the background as Daniel Bryan was chanting yes, yes, yes. And it seems that when Stephanie McMahon and Vince McMahon were going to the back ramp, Titus O'Neil, was playfully tugging his arm, what you will. And Vince didn't take a good liking to that. So he basically pushed him back. But then later on, the next few days, we found out that he was suspended for unprofessional conduct. Now, what I don't understand is they have people that fail drug tests that get more chances than Titus O'Neil got a chance with that incident. I don't understand it. I don't just because he's a mid carder, just because he's not a main event guy, that you have to treat him like that. And I'm not saying that Vince McMahon is a racist. Maybe a little prejudiced, but not racist. You know. But what I don't understand is John Cena could toyfully play with you. CM Punk I've seen play with you. The Rock has played with you. But just because this man is darker and melanin tone and he tried to playfully do it with you, you want to suspend him for 90 days? That's BS. I don't understand. He has the look. He's 6'6". He's about 300 pounds. Solid muscle. Very agile. Very athletic. He could be a top guy. But why? Why isn't he pushed? Why isn't he in the forefront of things? It starts to make me wonder. It starts to make me question, how do they value the black man? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Now, now in closing, no, I'm not gonna say in closing because I have a lot of emotion. It makes me feel like a couple of jobs that I used to work. Being a minority in a certain situation. I was a former certified nursing assistant. I was in a female-dominated field, working. Now it was very difficult for one that I was a male in a female-dominated field, and for two, it was difficult because I was an African American man. So I know how it feels to walk on eggshells. But damn, does the WWE have to walk on eggshells if you're not a main eventer? Ask that question. Answer that for me. Give me some insight on why it's justified that just because you run a multi-million dollar, close to $1 billion company, that you feel as though you could just have your magic stroke whenever you in your feelings. That's what I see that all as is. I see Vince was in his feelings. Something must have exchanged between that situation, and he got in his feelings, and he suspended him for 90 days, which has been reduced to 60. But still, in all, that's 2 months without getting paid. That's taking money out of a black man's family to where he can't provide for his children. And for what? Playing around? For playing around. So I can't tug my boss and be like, yeah, yo, what's up? We did a good thing today. Can't do none of that without getting suspended for a week. That would be preposterous if it was the real world. That's why I don't understand the WWE and their issues with why they have such a crisis right now. They're letting go of people that's supposed to actually produce for them. I don't get it. Man, they saying they're limited on people. Okay, they have injuries and things of what's not, which is unfortunate. You know, Sami Zayn, John Cena, Randy Orton, and the list goes on. But why, while they're out, why don't y'all take the time to develop new talent so the overall product could be better when those main event guys come back? It'll make more of an interesting show. It'll have more storylines. It'll have more plots. It'll have better promos. But no, you guys want to suspend people for 60 days just for tugging an arm. Let that would have been me, man. Let that would have been me, man. It couldn't have been me, man. Because let Vince would have pushed me just for tugging him, man. I'd have got fired that night. Matter of fact, I'd have probably got fired and arrested. Playing with me, man. That's just not even it doesn't even make sense. Now most wrestling fans understand where I'm coming from. Violence is never the answer. But in an industry where there's a lot of grabbing and tugging and pulling, Vince should not even have been close to being affected by this situation. It makes the black community wonder, is it really a preconceived, systematic destruction of the black culture when these superstars are in the arena? Now, bearing granted, the New Day, you know, they put them on a high platform and they're African American. And they're holding the tag team championships right now. And they're doing a pretty damn good job. But what I don't understand is, why don't you develop the talent that you have to make them better to where your superstars could actually have a rise? And then we could have a better product. We cannot be worrying about the discussion of NXT or TNA or Ring of Honor or Lucha Underground or New Japan Pro Wrestling. We wouldn't even have these discussions if y'all would just have a better outlook on your product. You obviously have great talent. Triple H has done a phenomenal job dealing with NXT. But why don't he use that same developmental craft that he uses for NXT to Monday Night Raw and WWE SmackDown? Is that a stretch? Tell me. I've been a WWE fan since 1989. I was 6 years old when I saw my first match. So there is no lack of inexperience on this topic. I'm pretty aware of what's going on in this byproduct we call WWE. All I want as a fan and as a consumer, and as a buyer, and as a person that watches every week, I just want more storylines, better angles. Don't just, say for instance, and it's not just talking about Titus O Neil, because that subject, I had my grievances with that just now, but I'm talking about even Bray Wyatt to this extent, all right? Why would you put him in a 6-man tag match, and the family, by the way? Why would you put them in a 6-man tag match for them to lose against 45-year-old Kane, 46-year-old Big Show, and Ryback, who's basically disgruntled with the company? That basically drags everything that y'all tried to do with the Wyatt family. Now nobody looks at the Wyatt family seriously. It's like, oh, damn, y'all losing against old timers. So what talent do y'all really have? But no, that's just bad booking by the WWE. But before, I blow a gasket in my skull, I'm just going to reflect on everything. If you guys like this comment, please like, share, and post. I'm out. Peace, YouTubers.